Hey guys, good late afternoon, early evening, depending on where you are. How's it going? Today I'm going to be talking to all the moms. So who is a mom? If you're watching this, whether you're watching live or in the replay, let us know you're a mom by putting the number of kids that you have in the comments below. Okay? Yeah. So hi, welcome moms. I'm a mom. I have 3 children. Well, do I have 3 children? Once they turn 18, are they still children? I have a daughter who is 18. I have a son who is 15, and I have another son who is 9 years old. And the way that they reacted when oils came into our home really varied. My daughter, she's 18 and she's a distributor herself. She's on Essential Rewards. She earns points. She actually has a downline. She's starting to business build. So she welcomed Young Living and essential oils and all that it has to offer pretty much off the bat. My 15-year-old son, it's funny how once you begin the Young Living lifestyle, it really is a lifestyle, and it triggers you when you become more conscious about what you're allowing into your home. It kind of triggers. It can trigger major lifestyle changes. And so my son sees the beginning of Young Living as the beginning of all of the things that he loved, like junk food and sodas and fast food, no longer being a part of our family's, normal routine. Not to say that it doesn't ever happen. And so he has a little grudge against the oils. And then my 9-year-old, he's fine with it, whatever. But the little ones like to be cool like the big ones. And so my 15-year-old kind of rubs off on him. So today we're going to talk about, how can we be crafty? How can we be a ninja mom? So welcome. My name is Angela Weber. I'm an independent distributor with Young Living Essential Oils. And today we're talking about ninja mom, how to be one. Okay, so I kind of want to do this in 2 different parts. First of all, if you have that kid that is like, you come to them with a bottle of oregano and they're like, running away. How can you encourage using essential oils with that child? And then if you have littles, if you have elementary aged children, how can you encourage them in using essential oils? All right, so let's start with the older ones first. One thing that I do, and I know I shared this a little while ago, but did you know that whenever our kids hit puberty and those hormones start changing, it affects their skin, right? One thing that we see is oftentimes we'll see acne on the skin. Another thing that you notice though is that their scalp will become dry. And so there are some oils that support healthy skin, and they support healthy scalp and healthy hair growth. And so what I like to do is take a shampoo that he's okay. My 15-year-old is okay using the lavender shampoo. But what I do is I add essential oils into it. So if I went to him and said, so when you get out of the shower, I want you to take a drop of cedarwood and tea tree and some rosemary. I want you to rub them in your hand and massage them into your scalp. He would look at me like I had 3 heads. There is no way he's going to do that. So Ninja Mom tip, what I do is I add those drops right into his shampoo, and that way he's getting the benefits of those on his scalp and in his hair without having to go through those extra steps that he's just not going to do. All right, so that's tip number 1. Another tip is thieves. So let's say he needs some immune support, and I come at him with a bottle of these and say, here, we're going to massage this into your back, or we're going to massage this into your feet. Depending on the mood, my teenager, my high schooler may or may not allow me to do that. However, these lozenges, they're like a mint around here. My husband loves these. This is one of the first things he fell in love with Young Living. And so so you could try this. You could say, you want a cough drop? You can have a cough drop. I'm sorry, these are not cough drops. I totally just misspoke. Young Living does have cough drops. These lozenges are not. They are just a lozenge. All right, so let's get that straight. But you could buy the Thieves cough drops, and you could offer them a cough drop. You could buy the Thieves lozenges and offer them a lozenge. And it's going to be infused with that Thieves essential oil. So that's a great way to get, Thieves in them. Another thing is my son, what is it, like lip balm and lotion, right? You get in the car, Everybody needs lip balm and lotion for some reason. So yes, I keep Young Living lip balms in my car, but and it's kind of empty because I'll tell you I'm switching out now. But what I did was I took my lotion, just like plain unscented lotion, and I added drops of lemongrass to it, and I think I might have some lavender in this too. Shook it up. I keep this in my car now, and you can buy these, like, you know, these little travel bottles. I keep these in my car, and now when my son says, "Mom, do you have some lotion?" Sure, I have some lotion. And you know, this is a lot easier way to get lemongrass on his skin than to say, "Now after your bath, I want you to rub some lemongrass onto your skin to support your lymphatic system." He's not going to do that, okay? But this works. This is a kind of a ninja mom trick. Number 2 is if there's a certain oil that you'd like for them to use, infuse their body lotion with it, and yeah, they're going to be getting it on their body and be using it. Okay, so that's oh no, that was tip number 3. Now we're going to kind of and tip number 4 is the diffuser. So this is my bamboo diffuser, the home bamboo diffuser. This is the one that I got with my very first kit almost 3 years ago now. And this one lives in my boys' room. My boys presently share a bedroom, not for much longer because my daughter's going away to school and they'll be taking up that space. But this is the one that lives in their bedroom. And so being a ninja mom and diffusing right before bedtime, diffusing when they need seasonal support, when they need immune support, respiratory support, but also whenever they're bickering and they're just not getting along, I might go and put some lemon in there or some orange in there, just some citrus oils to kind of lift everyone's mood and support their emotions. Gathering would be a good one to diffuse. Maybe grounding if everybody just needs to chill out a little bit. You know, if you're a mom and you have boys, you know. Okay, another thing that I do with my little is, well, actually, I don't do this. I do this in my room, but you could definitely use this idea for your littles. So you can make a little linen spray for them. If you have girls, you could call it a princess spray. If you have boys, you could call it a nighttime spray. You could call it a sweet dream spray. I don't know, what's something boyish? What can we call this? You can call it whatever. You can call it Hulk spray if you want. You can call it Spider-Man spray, whatever you want. But you could put some lavender in here, maybe a little bit of vetiver or some cedarwood, some orange. Have a little spray that sits beside their bed, or maybe you get it down at bedtime and they can spray their linens. It's going to help them to be able to have restful sleep and relax so they can fall into a nice, good, restful sleep for the night. So if your kids, you know, would think that's really cool that they get to do that, there's an idea for the littles. Okay, another idea, and this is one that we do use. So we homeschooled up until this fall. We have homeschooled, and some days are just really rough, and we're struggling with, you know, focusing and staying on task and getting through those lessons. And so this little tiny bottle that I got this at LSP, Life Science Publishers. The website is discoverlsp.com, but these are just little roller bottles. So I got this and I put a focus blend, and I'm going to try to find the specific blend I have in here. I know I shared a focus blend the other day. I think this one's a little different. But this is anyway, that's what's in here. So I'll share it in the comments below when I'm done. And so my son knows, hey, you're having a hard time. Why don't we get out our blend that helps us to concentrate, put that on, rub it on his wrist. I'll rub it on the back of his neck, kind of up at the top, at the bottom of his head there. And so that's one thing that we do for my little guy. All right. Not everybody's a homeschooler, right? Some kids are public schoolers. Actually, we're half and half. We are a split family when it comes to schooling. So here's another tip that you can do. This is, it's called a mystery braid bracelet. It's a leather bracelet, and any leather bracelets are going to be amazing for acting as diffusing bracelets. So you can take this bracelet, you can put some drops of oil on kind of the rough, suede side, and then you put your bracelet on, and it's going to be diffusing into the skin. It's going to be diffusing into the skin throughout the day. Or if you want to smell it, you know, for that aromatic support, you can use it aromatically. So that same blend that I put in the concentration roll-on, you could put on this and let your kids wear to school if you wanted. And I just drew a blank, I'm sorry. Oh, I know what I was gonna tell you. I was gonna tell you where I get them. So you can order them on Amazon Prime. They come in a pack. Actually, I don't know if this was one from Amazon Prime or if it was from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has them in a pack of 3. Now, when you get them, they're not going to be braided. They're going to be just slits, and then it has directions. And then if that's really confusing to you, you can actually YouTube it because they have directions on how to braid these. We had these at our last Live Your Passion rally with our team, and they were a really big hit. Actually, 2 rallies ago, they were a really big hit. But again, just another way that you can encourage your littles to use essential oils is by giving them their own little bracelet. My son really likes this. Okay, and the last thing, I kind of thought these were weird when I first saw them because I didn't understand what they were. These are inhalers, all right? They're inhalers. So I got these from Molly at myoilyhabit.com. And what it is I didn't put it together because I wanted you to see all the pieces. It's 4 different pieces. So you have a wick, and you can drop a couple of oils on the wick, and then you put the wick inside the tube, and then you put the cap on. I'm not going to click it on because it's really hard to get them off. You can get them off with needle nose pliers, but it's not super easy. You put that on the bottom, and then there's some little holes at the top. And so when they need air, you want to use an oil aromatically, they can just smell it right out of the wick. So I have used this whenever my son needed respiratory support, and he's all over the house. Like, yes, I could have diffused RC right next to his bed or in his room, but he's not going to be there because he's bopping around. He's all around the house. But he can put this in his pocket, and when I hear certain noises that remind me that he needs some respiratory support, I'll say, hey, get out your little sniffer there, buddy. And all they do is untwist it, and they can smell it. And RC smells amazing. And that's one way that they can get just really simple aromatic benefits from the oils. All right, I think that's it. All right, so I hope you find this helpful. You are free to share this. If you are hi Beverly, thanks. That's actually my mom, guys. Anyway, if you enjoy these videos, feel free to subscribe. I think it's the 3 little dots in this corner or the 3 little dots in this corner, but you can subscribe to Essential Info videos, and that way whenever we go live, and we're going to be going live every single day through this week with Oils Uncomplicated Facebook Live videos, whenever we do that, you can get notified so you don't miss anything. All right, have a great afternoon. I look forward to sharing again with you tomorrow. Bye.